All right, folks. Should be live. Give me a second here. I'm kind of scrambling to get going. I got to pull up this voice attack when I remember to use it. I feel like it is helpful. I'm going to try to play this round. Probably warm up for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then try to play the round in about 45. So I'm done by the time the old New England Patriots start. Which, for the first time, I know if you guys are NFL fans, you probably don't feel super sorry for me being a Patriots fan, having Brady and Belichick and that crew for about 20 years of like good seasons, comparatively speaking to other fan bases, which unfortunately haven't been quite as fortunate. The Browns being one of them, who the Patriots are playing today. In any event, pretty exciting now after, call it, really honestly since Brady left. But 5 years plus that the Patriots have sucked, and now they actually are halfway decent again, and borderline almost good. But it's just a lot more fun to tune in and watch when you know that they actually have a chance to like win and do something that's exciting to watch. Even over the past couple of years, it's one of those things where I would watch them, obviously, but oh, trying to pull up the chat. They would win, but the football would be so boring. They would win like 10-3, and they'd have like a crappy drive. Now at least like all Patriots fans have been saying for a while is we don't have any explosive plays, we don't have any like downfield threats kind of stuff. And now between Drake May is I think the most accurate. He had some crazy stats last week, but he is like as far as the season goes right now, I think the most accurate like downfield passer. Finally got him some weapons between Stephon Diggs, Booty, a lot of the guys. But all that to say, I'm looking forward to playing it. I want to be done right before 1 so I can watch it. And played a decent amount yesterday on top of other days, and I worked out again. So I played though. If anyone's happened to watch this right now or the replay and you didn't catch my scramble yesterday with Big Dog, watch the first like what was it? 5, 6, maybe holes. I won't spoil it, but that may be the best like stretch of 5 holes I think I've ever had on camera. It was just unreal. Man, my hands are sore and they're cold. Oh man. Me and Big Dog. That was my first time last night. Doing one of those course record things. I think D-Lud was the one of the early people that initially found it, and he was doing it with people for a couple reasons. I hadn't done one yet, but that was the first time last night. I didn't even know how to like sign up or accept it, but we did the auto putt stuff, which in my opinion, I did the vote in my league, which you guys were very, very 50-50. Like I thought it was going to be much more overwhelmingly in favor of auto putt. We'll check again. I do honestly feel that it's kind of going that way. At least I'm going that way. Putt when you have to putt, and for rounds that you're just kind of playing, in my opinion, just do it to where it makes it the most enjoyable and the quickest, so you can play more of them. And which for me is just undoubtedly auto putt. Even those course records last night with Big Dog, we were doing 2-man scramble. Granted, they were par 3 courses, but we were doing a 2-man course record scramble in 15 minutes between me and Big Dog because it was auto putt. Anyways, that was a lot of fun. Big fan of the auto putt stuff, especially the par 3 for something like that. like Big Dog was saying, we were mentioning it, but really, really good for your game, first and foremost. 2, they're really fun, and 3, they're like quick and enjoyable. So it's like there's a lot of wins there doing something like that versus what we've done in the past, and what he even said too. He's like, "Oh, what have you done?" Like he mentioned like Bogey's Backyard, which I haven't done. The problem with that though is it's fun playing with someone else for like a SGT tour or a league, but it doubles the time, if not more. So like whatever, I usually play my rounds. Some are really slow, but like this one today will be 40, like right around 45 minutes, at the most an hour. When you play with someone else, unfortunately, you just double that, which is kind of crazy when you get to the point. I've done it a couple times where you have four people, maybe 3 people come over or whatever that you play with in real life, and they're like, "Oh, we'll check out the sim," and it takes like 3.5 hours to play 18 holes with 4 people on the sim. It's way quicker for you, but then as soon as you start adding an extra person taking all those same shots, man, that was terrible. That was a 127-yard Toei 8-iron. I don't have my laser on. But I think that's about it in terms of what's on my mind in a recap. Mainly focused on the Patriots. I think about 75% done, maybe 80, with the shot tracers for my round on course with Danko and Kamish. So I recorded the front 9. Danko did the back 9. I think he's done all the shot traces, but needs to like chop it up, I think. Anyways, I have the front 9. He has the back 9. We paid for 36. And Danko was recording. He recorded the front 9 on the second round as well, and he was recording the back, but we stopped. In any event, there'll at least be the front 9 on my channel, the back 9 on his, and then if he gets around to it and wants to, he'll have the front 9 from the round after. But some funny moments, good shots, bad shots. I'm going to work on that, though, kind of in the background on commercial breaks and whatnot as the Patriots are playing. Oh, man, these just feel terrible. Oh. Better. That's still a club short, which we may just have to do, because it'll probably take me longer to warm up on the range to get this thing up to like 155, 160. Then I could probably play like 3 holes by the time that happens. So we may just go a club less for the first maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 holes, and just swing like that. I have the leaderboard up, though. Probably not watching from work. Let's see if the Pats and the 49ers Super Bowl continues. I'm all for it, Toast. I'm all for it. I don't know if you went back the other day. I don't think I mentioned. I had a lot of stuff on my mind about the workout. I think you saw what the split was. So basically, no one else is in here anyways, and had another workout yesterday, and I just am destroyed from it. I would say there's like 50, I would say there's 50 different, around there, 45, 50 different programs, which they're all supposed to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. All of them are either 3 or 4 weeks. So because I basically lift almost every single day, 5, 6, 7 days a week, I'm undecided on today, but I basically do an entire 3 weeks or a month in like a week or two, week and a half. So I just changed them a lot. But this one that changed, usually the splits pretty common, right? Like push pull, back buys, chest and back, any of those kind of pairings. So this month, the pairing are push and pull. However, um, today's what, Sunday, so Saturday, Friday, I did chest, shoulders, and quads. And then yesterday, I did uh, back and hamstrings. And then either today or tomorrow will be auxiliaries. So buys and tries, and I think calves maybe. But in terms of the programming, which is even the crazier part, we go, it's 3 overall sets. So you do 4 minutes straight. For example, like chest, you do 4 minutes straight of chest press, and then after that you would do 12 reps of flies, 12 reps of incline, 12 reps of flies, 12 reps of incline. Then you would go shoulders. You do 4 minutes straight of shoulder press, and then you do 12 reps of like front raises and then like rear delts or whatever, and then 12 and 12, and then you go on to the final one. But it is just brutal. You pre-fatigue the muscle and you just get fried by the I mean, that's a good shot. It's just a 5-iron, so I guess we're gonna play with that. You pre-fatigue the muscle, and by the time you get around to the actual quote-unquote conventional bodybuilding with 12 reps, you're just destroyed. If you're going heavy enough. I don't go crazy, but I also don't go through all that time and effort just to lift like 10-pound weights. I don't know, Toast, if you ever switch it up like that. I think one, there's something to the muscle confusion and keeping like your muscles don't get used to in your body exactly what you're gonna do. So I think there's something to that. Also, just in terms of me like looking forward to doing it kind of thing too. It's just nice when it switches up versus like every single day it's like the same exact, or every single week is like the same exact workout. I like the kind of the variety. And honestly, like swinging is not super fun when you're sore, but it is a really good feeling the next day when you wake up and you're like noticeably pretty sore because you got after it the day before. I do like that. But yesterday I was hitting driver pretty good, just by feeling like I'm keeping a little more of that width. Classic push-pull pre-exhaust, trick your muscles. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like these programs that I did, I bought resistance bands back in the day, back in high school, and that's when I found out about them and was doing their programs. And then they came out with a program. I have the power block, so it's all just dumbbells. And every single 3 weeks to a month, for me, every like week or two, 3 weeks, whatever, it switches. So I just explained that one. Then maybe next month we'll do muscle gambling. So he has one of those big foam dice. He'll roll it, and if you get a 1, then it's like 20 negative chest presses. And then you roll it again, you do something different, and then you do like Tabata, and then like 4 minutes straight, that kind of thing. And then you'll have like an entire month where it's like only positives, and then you'll have an entire month that's like only negatives, and then you'll do like pulse for like 30 seconds, and then like 12 positive reps kind of thing. So they're really good about switching stuff up, which makes it fun. Some of them suck, but it makes it a little more fun because it switches it up with some variety. And oh geez, your body never knows it's coming. Almost missed it. 7 VLA. No draw. No draw. All right, 12-10. I have a feeling no matter what I do, it's just going to kind of be that day today with the swing, so I don't know if this really matters a ton. Getting results from the force plates. New routine to fix my broke body. You're supposed to be working out this whole time, Toast. You're supposed to be working out this entire time to have a healthy body. That should have been part of it. One of these days, this driver's just going to fall apart. I don't know what it is because it's black, a different color or what, but I have hit so many, like literally off the edge of the toe. And they work out fine. It's just, eventually, that's not where you're supposed to hit the ball. This driver's just going to like split. All right, we're going to do it on that. It wasn't a very good result, but that was the best struck one, so. Luckily, it's my own league, so. And I will pull up the, I have the SGT leaderboard over here. There's some pretty impressive scores. Mr. Robot Man JT Walsh hasn't played yet. Weaknesses and injuries. I didn't know if you meant just from like aging, just getting older naturally, or if it was from like workout stuff is what you meant. I guess broken body, like you broke it or it just broke on its own. I guess probably a combination of both, but. All right, 8-foot gimmies. I do want to start tossing in. I did a vote on Discord. I do want to start tossing in a little bit of auto putt stuff. And I will be going, I think, every single week since I started this. It's been a decent amount of time. 6 months plus, maybe. We've done 8 foot every single time, I think. But I'm going to start going to 10. All right. This looks rather open. I think I played this the first time when Flying Fat Kid found it, I think on Eagles and Birdies, told me about it. This was like probably 2 months ago, and he played it for his league. I think I played this. I remember I think I liked it. It was like, it looked really good. It was pretty open, pretty easy. Like we have basically 2 fairways to play off of on the left. So this shouldn't be too bad. I don't necessarily know where this is going to go. All right, that's about what I got right now. Without like hurting myself. 151 ball speed. A little spinny. Change up the workout. Respect your enthusiasm for the new routine. Yeah, it's fun. I just figured no one else really cares, Toast. I think you're the only one, me and you, that. I mean, Flying Fat Kid works out too. He works out at like 4 in the morning, but I don't hear a ton about it when he does it. Don't get me wrong, some days I dread, especially leg kind of stuff, I dread it, but it is a nice start. Appreciate it, Bogeyman. I do look forward to lifting. Um, if I, on times that I have, speaking of injuries, when I have been injured, kind of thing, I do miss it. I do say, wow, I wish I could work out right now. When you have to work out, it's not as fun, but when you, I guess, frame it saying I can work out, kind of the same thing with, I feel a little bit sometimes like that with sim golf, like trying to frame it as the best that I can, that I get to play sim golf, not that like I have to play sim golf to either finish this event before it closes or a video or a stream or whatever. How much was the whole setup? I really need to do that. I said I was gonna make a whole video. I saved everything and I wrote everything down of what I spent. So I could give you literally down to the penny amount, which I probably should do. I would say 2,500, maybe 2,500. It's pretty cheap. Like I purposely have it to where you guys can't see much, but it's just in the garage. Like for example, like the screen is really cheap. The projector was cheap. My launch monitor, all things considered, really really nice, but it's cheap. That was $700 for the launch monitor. It's called a Square. Some people out there have $10,000 monitors, which are good. Don't get me wrong, but for 700, this thing's great. Yeah, it's not that bad. You need to spend money on certain things. So like the hitting strip is one thing where you can buy one that's super super cheap. A full size mat of this would be like $600, but I use this instead. The mat, for example, is one thing that you definitely cannot go cheap on. You can go cheap on the screen. You can go cheap on the projector. You can go cheap on a lot of stuff. You can't do it on the mat. Come on. Oh, I set it to soft greens. Dang it. I wanted 50 and I hit 50.9. Tetsky, it's the open API from the Squares website. I do not recommend it. I have never even tried the official one because I've heard so many bad things. Plus, I just like being on open API because I still have my Garmin R10. So if I ever wanted to, I was planning on doing like one live stream or a video in the backyard with the R10, but the score is so good. I mean, with the open API, that's what the Garmin uses. So in theory, without having to switch, I could go back over to that, which is part of the reason. But I have next to no issues with the open API connector from their website. Nine. The most expensive part, SARB, most expensive part by far is you need a gaming computer or a gaming laptop to run this software. So that'll be by far be your. I suck at reading these lately, but all right. Big Dog says if I'm gonna put this straight, where would it end up? It's uphill. I think it would tail off probably over here. So I'm looking about there, maybe. Oh! It's a gift to be able to work out. Can't think of a life without training. I agree. Great, thanks. Yeah, no problem. 100%. I literally have never used the official one because I've heard it's so bad. So I can't say definitively, but from everything that I've heard and everything, the fact that I use the Square one, I've never even thought twice about it. I would definitely recommend Until you start hearing other people that have squares, like 2 months from now saying something good about the official connector, I would not switch. I've been kind of waiting for that and I haven't heard it. Um, Before we get going, I just want to read out a couple of scores. Some of these are pretty good. So I don't think JT has played yet this week, if he's gonna play. So I'll caveat that because he usually wins this thing. However, Big Dog put up a 12 under, which is really impressive. Take It Low Golf, M Hole. Shout out to M Hole. Been popping off in the Discord a little bit. He shot 11 under. Really, really good week. So we got Big Dog 1, Take It Low Golf 2. T Yax, who I watch sometimes over on TikTok, he shot 10 under. He's in third. Dagger, fourth place at 9 under. Triple Bogey Golf, shout out to Ben. He's in fifth place at 7 under. Jamie New, 7 under at sixth place. CC Wilco through 17 is 6 under at 7th. Then we got Better Eye. Who else do I notice here? Tom 70 at 3 under. Tudor shot even. Stubby McPickle, that's a funny name. Golf Nut shot 1 over. Cornbread shot 3. I think he said that was his best sim golf round. Job Cornbread. Bogey's Backyard shot 4. Ida Golfer shot 7. For Golf's Sake shot 8. Bogeyman 8. Grip and Sip 19. Let me check the net real quick. I know I probably should have had this on camera or up on the screen, but all right, Take It Low Golf in clear first on the net at 9 under. I think these Sundays may be a better time to do this because I can most people can play throughout the week and then I can kind of see what other people did. I'm on the official connector. It's okay with a couple glitches that are manageable. Good thing I have a good PC. Thanks for the info. Took a no of golf sim for the first time hearing about Square. Seems legit. Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. My advice to people: there's a massive rabbit hole. As soon as you start looking at it, there's tons of different options, tons of different things you can do. Having been around this stuff for a decent amount of time and I haven't used a lot, but I've heard about a lot. You either, in my opinion, go on the cheaper side with the Square for $700. That is really, really good. Or you save up and kind of go all in, do it once and spend a lot with kind of like a Pro T, which is $7,000, which is like an overhead unit, lefty or righty. I think stuff in between, yeah, there's use cases, but I think for the general population, it should be kind of one of those two. Because like you can make, obviously a GC3 is going to be better than a Square, but when you factor in how much marginally better it is in terms of accuracy versus all the additional prices and the cost between 700 versus like 3,500 plus the $400 a year, it's just not worth it. So, in my opinion, Square or Pro T or whatever this V-Track thing is, I've been hearing about the V-Track, which apparently, apparently Pro T makes. That's not fun. That's just a boomerang. Deep rough just never comes out of here, so I'm gonna go 6 iron. Just try to make par, maybe. That was actually hit pretty good. I don't mind that at all. Still down about a club. Maybe half a club, but we got a shot to make a par. 42, soft greens. Well, I've been saying that too, Toast. Problem is, I haven't heard anything definitive. We're all saying that because like I heard Spike start saying it. So I think Spike really is the only person that, I don't know. I think he got an email or something. But it's basically that's just kind of becoming a thing now because like a couple people said it, and it might not even be true. So I think to me it makes sense, and I hope it's true. But I also there's been like no official word from them that like, hey, we're working on an overhead. Like they could be coming out with an outdoor unit for all we know, and an overhead could be another 5 years down the road. So need to be more for the soft, but that was like the second one in a row I actually hit my number. I said 35 in my head, and we hit it 35 on the dot. I can't be too mad at it. It's short. It's not an easy putt, but so I need to be. I rolled out 2, so I need to be within 2 yards while I'm trying to land these, I guess. All right, I got to get back to reading these better. If I were to putt this, I'm gonna start tailing. If I putted it, it'd probably end up like over here, right? If I just putted this straight. So that means I'm probably out towards that way. I gotta decide if I want to putt with those max fly balls or not. Switching them every time is kind of a pain. Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. And I need to do speed training apparently. All right, 1 over. Par 4. Good drive here. Good drive. Good drive. We're just going to leave it down the middle. There's tons of room left. Rather not be over there, but see if we can maybe for once kind of hit one like straight-ish. No, it's going to be deep rough. Set. 123 out of the rough. What was the elevation here? 98. I think I got to go. Usually this would be a pitch wedge, but with the soft greens and out of this rough and all that stuff, I don't think a pitching wedge is getting there. At least a smooth choke down 9 gives it a chance. Go! I even left that short. Let's go. That's 126 yard. 9 iron right now. Outdoor with the range ball sucks. Hope they keep it cheap. Kick the overhead market. I do too. I mean, outside, I don't really get it a ton. I'm sure there's a certain people that do it. I would say overall, out of all the launch monitors that are sold now, I think at least 75% of them are like almost entirely indoor use, I would think. Software got a lot of courses out for Canada. It'd be cool to play Barn Springs and Osprey TPC Toronto. So it's called GSPro, SARB. It costs $250 a year. It's open source, so they don't have any courses. All these courses are designed by people of the community. There's some people that do it full time, and this is like their actual job now. But there is just shy of 1,900 courses. And if you go to, I'll put it in the chat. Oh. Hopefully that works. I don't know if I needed the www. Either way, if you just Google it too, or go there, Simulator Golf Tour. If you just Google SGT, on the top right, it'll say courses. There'll be a little drop down, and you can either type, or I would suggest zooming in on the map, because some of the courses here, the more famous courses, they change the names slightly, just so they don't run into any issues between like trademark and copyright, any of that stuff. So like instead of TPC Toronto, there's a lot of times they change like the T, like they rearrange like TPC to like CPT or something like that. So look more by location. But any course that is on that website, I can play on here. So those are interchangeable. If it's on that website, then you can play it if you pay $250 a year. Oh man, I'm trying to hit it hard and hit up on it with a draw, and it's just I'm coming back and I'm coming down. I'm getting stuck right here, and it is just like that off the toe. All right, 20% out of here is going to be another 24. 47. I think it's going to be like an 8 iron. No shot I'm hitting a 9 that far, especially with these soft greens. This 8 might not even get there either. I forgot to take my I forgot to take my creatine today. That's really, creatine is the only thing I take. But more so, creatine for working out is usually what it's known for. But recently there's been a lot, and I can tell a difference when I take it or don't. Recently there's been some research that came out that, especially if you're sleep deprived, because creatine essentially just adds the muscle and makes you retain it more, or the water rather, helps you retain it more. It's really good for like cognitive and brain health. So if you're like low on sleep, really, really good. And there used to be like you have to like load it and then unload it. It's not safe to be on, but creatine is, tons of people take it. Like Rory has been on, kind of interviewed talking about it. Highly recommend. It's cheap. Whether you work out or not, start taking creatine every day. It helps a lot. Oh, I left it out to the right. Get left. All right. Let's try putting with the max flies. We putt bad with the TP5s anyways, so. Fairway. I mean, it's soft greens, but we'll try putting it. 7, 14, 21, 25. But I don't think I've taken anything in terms of like workout supplements. I've literally never taken pre-workout. I think that stuff is probably terrible for you. The fact that they sell that and people literally take that every day, like all the crap that's probably in there. Can't take creatine to get bloated and retain water. Yeah, but you probably feel better. I've literally never taken pre-workout. The only other thing I think I've really taken in terms of working out would be like whey protein, and I haven't taken that in probably. I did it high school and college a little bit with a shaker bottle and that stuff, and I would had a magic bullet. I would kind of make a milkshake out of it, which is fine. But honestly, I don't even take that now. The protein powder is kind of expensive. Most of it doesn't taste that great, and I don't know. It's just one extra thing. I just pretty much creatine and then eat halfway healthy. I was asking Big Dog though. All right, let's roll a putt. I was asking Big Dog yesterday because he plays a ton. I wouldn't have been surprised if he said, "Yeah, I have like a pretty healthy diet," but seems like he is just one of those freaks in nature that can pretty much just do whatever he wants in his body. Let's go, Coco. His body just still works no matter what. 129. Right. Right. Forgot that thing was on. Simmer. Simmer. See what the voice fans love it. Shout out to Whiskey Rich. I think you were the first person, right? You definitely showed me. I'm trying to think. I don't think I even knew. Triple Bogey, I guess, used to use it and had the video on it. I never saw that. So, like, it was already, like, when you were showing me how to do it so I could make a video on it is when I saw his video, I think. So, I know for a fact we did the Discord call and you walked me through it. I'm just thinking if I ever saw anyone else before that use voice commands or not. I don't know if I had. 19. Know how to putt again, apparently. Those are two of the better putts I've had in about a month. I'm going to need to buy a lottery ticket. Between those first 5 holes or whatever with Big Dog, last night, I just literally couldn't miss. Those putts right there. Right 5. Left. Seems like it's kind of far over there, doesn't it? And I don't know why it's only... Looks like it's out towards like 200. Now that seems... We're aimed there. I don't know. Maybe we're aimed up towards that bunker. Kind of deceiving. Oh, jeez. It's the same thing. I just swung harder, and it didn't boomerang back. It's not like horrendous, but hitting that was horrendous. The fact that I got 266 out of that is with a 20 VLA. All right, 200, deep rough. It's going to run up. I think I'm just going to go hybrid. Realistically, I should probably hit like a 6 again, but hybrid at least maybe gives it a chance. Run, baby, run. Stay up. Don't go down there. All right. Let's hit a wedge shot. 19 out of the fairway. Soft greens. I mean, it's got to be within 2 or 3 yards. So it has to be at least 16 with these soft greens. Let's go. Another thing I've been doing on and off, helpful. Some of you guys maybe don't love water. I drink about, which I've always drunk or had a lot of water throughout the day. I drink about 1.5 gallons of water a day, so I love just drinking water. However, drinking a lot of water, you actually sometimes get dehydrated, as crazy as that sounds. So I've done it on and off over maybe the past 2 years, but I would say the past month or so, I've just been putting a pinch, maybe twice a day, just a pinch of pink Himalayan sea salt into the water, and essentially turns it into more of a Gatorade. We barely even taste it. Turns it into a little bit more of a Gatorade liquid IV to where your body can actually absorb the water a little bit better with the salt in it, as crazy as that sounds. If you already don't drink enough water and you have like a ton of sodium in your diet and you're already dehydrated, I probably don't do that, but those are my big fitness tips for today. Don't go in the deep rough. That was finally a better one too. Sit. All right, just rough. We're loosening up a little. We're loosening up. 105 out of the rough. So we're up to 111, almost 112. These soft greens. I mean, I think it's got to be somewhere between like 107. Somewhere probably between 107 and 110-ish. 103. I thinned it. Go. Soft greens. And I recommend Diet Coke. Diet Coke is part of my health benefit stack. I do like me a Diet Coke. Me and Stice, man. Wow, I gotta get going. 12:42. I can never just play these quick. All right, rapid golf now. That's way short. Par 3. 184. Try 6. 2 right. Oh. This is fun. 11 degrees down out of the sand. 28. Jeez. 28 up to 31, and then it'll probably be at least this 50%. So another 15. 45. I gotta hit this like about that. Salt and potassium in my workout water. I take that's one of the things. I have like a multivitamin, and I take like vitamin D, that kind of stuff. But potassium's one of them. I just take, it's not much, but that's just so between working out and whatnot, cramping and stuff like that. All right. Speed golf on the back nine. We got 15 minutes. I slow rolled the front nine. 15-minute back nine. Watch the start of the Patriots game. Super high toe again, but it worked out. Probably 3-wood. I don't know. We're on a downslope, and I don't know if this thing is. That looks kind of steep. I don't know if this gets over, but That's got sit. Oh, nuked. Sit. That's basically when I was saying yesterday I was doing that. That's kind of what I was talking about. That was a 236-yard laser beam. Felt really good off the club face. Whether or not it had literally 1 RPM of side spin, I guess you can be the judge of that. I would tend to believe so, but Big Dog had a few of those last night. Whether he was using balls with like the dimples to where the GC3 couldn't see it, I don't know. But or he's just that good. Oh no, that would have been huge for Eagle. Par 4. Two right. Two right. Right. Right 3. Hang on. So far off the toe again. Don't be deep rough. Don't be deep rough. Don't be deep rough. 41. 42. Give it another 2. 44. Go. Oh no. Brutal. Brutal. Right 3. Man, that felt better than 151, 260, but we'll take it. I gotta really engage my core more and stay more balanced. I was hitting it really well yesterday doing that. I can sometimes get a little extra kind of momentum and power if I get a little more movement and kind of feeling like I get more like force behind it, but I get too overdone on that and I start like probably over rotating and like losing posture, falling over, that kind of stuff, when I feel like I'm a lot more like almost ready to jump kind of pretty solid base and swing with that. Just the stabilizing and like, I don't know, it seems to be working. Right? Right? That was a good example there. Swinging too hard, out of balance, trying to hit it hard. Left. No. I wanted 10. Whew. Par 3, 133. Up to about 135. Am I hitting the pitching way? It's soft though. If it lands short, and I'm really not going to bounce up. We're going to go smooth 9. Take my more balanced approach. I would have to swing it out of my shoes to carry it. Really need to carry it about the number. Need to carry like 133 with these greens. And I can get up to about 129, 130, 131. It would have to be like a pure strike. So we're going to choke down and hit a controlled. Go! Controlled 9. And I aimed right. I only got a bounce too. $12. No. Nope. Nine minutes. Well, I probably have to pull it up on my phone. We failed on the time. I don't think we're going to finish this in 9 minutes, but right. 5. Toey. $151 out of the rough. Right. Pats lose? Yeah, right, Whiskey Rich. Yeah, right. Honestly, they might, though. Uneven Par, who is an OG of the channel, is a Browns fan, and I mentioned to him. He said no shot. All right, we'll take that. He said no shot. He's a Browns fan, but I said this could be one of those where everyone expects the Pats to win. This could be an upset. Mark my words. This one could be an upset. But it's either going to be literally a massive blowout, the Patriots win by like 30, or the Browns, or it's an upset. I don't think there's much in between. I think it's going to be either extremely lopsided, the Pats do what they're supposed to do, or the Browns. Pats are probably favored, I would think, by like. It's got to be more than a field goal. It's probably close to it. They're probably favored by close to a touchdown, if I had to guess. I'm not a big sports bettor, but generally you can tell. Yeah, 7.5. Easy win. Defense is good. Offense playing like trash. I was saying at the beginning, no one feels bad for me being a Patriots fan, having like 20 years of like good seasons. But I was saying how this season now, because they're turning things around for the first time and really since Brady left, so 5-7 years, however long that's been. First time since then that I'm actually like expecting them to kind of play well and looking forward to them watch. And I said before, even like this past 5 years with the Patriots, I'd still watch them every single game no matter what. But even the games that they would win, it would be like 10-3 win, and they'd have like a crappy like penalty assisted type of like drive down the field with like a bunch of runs and screen passes, and then like run it in for a 5-yard touchdown. Now at least there's like explosive plays. We're actually putting points on the board. We're throwing it downfield. There's a good mix between the run and the pass. The defense is pretty good. Vrabel's a stud. Hang on. Anyways, I'm actually looking forward to watching games now. A lot more, which is kind of nice. 163, down 4. Right. Go! I tried to hit a harder 8. Ah! I'm telling you guys, I love these max fly balls with my irons. They feel awesome. They definitely launch higher and they come out straighter. Putter, I haven't used them enough. I've just been putting like crap anyways. Driver, I don't mind them. I just think I overcompress them. So they feel a bit too soft. I think I'm losing probably some ball speed. Oh, this is for a booyah. This is for a big bird. Eagle putt, 9 feet, playing 10. Uphill. Come on, lab. Come on, lab. Booyah. Caw-caw. Double caw-caw. How do I like the platform course? Just started mine yesterday. I like it for sure. Like them for sure. Yeah, they're good. Platform, basically, it was going pretty good until I got a 13 on hole 6. Same thing. Platform's the same thing as Sandy Shores. I'm glad it's really cool, really awesome idea. The fact that T-Jack was able to do it, I'm really glad that it's available. Same thing with Sandy Shores, which Luma did, and it's essentially similar idea where it's just target golf and you just get absolutely beat up. Glad it's available. I'm glad I checked it out. For me, you won't see me going back there a ton, but that doesn't mean that I don't like it and it shouldn't be there. It's just not necessarily kind of same thing with like Georgia Golf Club. You can make it really easy. It's just I prefer courses that are more like this, a little more open, kind of similar to what I play around here. To me, it's just more enjoyable because I'm not that good to be pinpoint accurate. And I also didn't hit driver at all, kind of on purpose, but also to save swings. I was kind of on a pitch count, which all in all, it worked out pretty good because I played pretty decent with Big Dog last night. So I'm glad I didn't just like keep putting balls out of bounds and just finish that round just to finish it. But those are the overall thoughts. Makes TGL, honestly, I haven't played that. It makes TGL a little more have a little more respect because they're playing, if that's like similar to what they're actually playing, like that's not an easy course. So we're all watching them on TV, maybe hitting like a hybrid out there or something, but that's a course like that you kind of have to do. 20 up to about 30. Try to hit this like 25-ish. It's too much. Too much flop, not enough shot. But like I had to do the twisted scramble. If I didn't play that yesterday, I probably wouldn't have done it today, and the whole team would have been DQ'd. So like I finished most of my rounds, but for a day like yesterday, I would have taken me as long to finish platform because I would have just hit a million balls in the water as it did for me to shoot 4 under on a round that like I actually needed to do and really wanted to play well. This probably isn't enough break. Oh! I purposely pushed it because I didn't think it was enough. Shouldn't have done it. All right, 3 holes. 2 minutes and 3 holes. What do you think? Luckily, they don't usually kick off right at 1. Right 5. Right. Left. Left 2. 2 left. Left 3. 3 left. I forget what my commands are sometimes. Left. I'm worried if I go up there. It's deceiving. It looks different on the mini-map than it does here. There, it looks like if I hit a draw on the mini-map, I'm fine, and I could even go further. From here, it seems like I'm only 229. If I hit it where I'm aimed, I'm going to run out of fairway into the trees. Oh! Terrible. Well, didn't go in the trees. .96 out of the deep rough, so that's going to be another 20. Left. Definitely need accuracy. Some holes use driver. Fairways minimum 225 yards. Score low. You're not going to miss anything in the first 4 minutes. Shooter Sanders. So who the hell's starting? The Browns have so many dang quarterbacks. They let go of Joe Flacco, right? That's not enough. That was a choke down pitching wedge. I could have done that with the approach wedge. I thought I needed more than that. All right, let's go. All right, I was just getting a phone call. 2 holes. We may get close. We may get close here. 101. Right? I don't know. Why is it putting me out there at 235? My driver, I think, is set to 265. If I press J, now it's 265. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, no draw. That's in the trees. Sit. $72, up another 14, up 3, so we're up 2. 74, 84, 88. Left. Ugh. Honestly, I kind of scolded that, but it worked out. For bird, 14 playing 15. $235 was the aim point, just for the hole. You're saying, Boogeyman? Is that what it was? Can I change that or no? Because like it's making me second guess. Making me second guess where it's actually going to end up. Like 235 could be on the edge of the fairway, but if I hit it 265 in the air instead of that turning, by the time like 265 where it's going to end, it's like still going straight over 235 to possibly like 20 yards into the woods as it's drawing. If that makes sense. So this is at 214. Is you saying that's where it should go? Right? Right? Yeah, you're right. Good call, Boogeyman. Good call. That's dumb. That shouldn't be the case. Right? All right. Par 5, 18th hole. Eagle, but I'll be happy with a birdie. Oh, now if you're going to duck hook it. Skip it. Skip it. No. That's almost another 40 yards out of here now. So now we're up to like 220. And kind of run it up, 14 or 11 degrees up. I don't feel like hitting a 4-iron. Go easy 3 hybrid. Aims you at the aim point. Have to watch on the close tees. Might have you aimed at a pond. Yeah. I haven't used that. I mean, I could tell it to scout and do it like the J hotkey, but just the aiming quick. It's got to be the same with the control box then, right? I would assume. Oh, no. And I did not aim for 6 degrees right either. Wasn't a very good shot, but I did not see the 6 degrees right. 40. 105. Did they kick off yet? .40 out of the rough. That's gonna go. That was way short. Left. Whatever. Good enough. 51. All right. Par. We shot, what was that, 7? 7 under, 1 bogey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birdies, and an eagle. Not bad. We'll take it. I'm out of here, folks. I'm excited to watch the Pats. Hopefully, if your team's playing and they're not the Browns, they win. Usually, the past couple of years, I've been rooting. If you guys remember last year when I was doing those putting streams, watching the games and stuff, I was actually rooting for the Patriots to lose. This year, I am not doing that, so a lot more fun to watch. There's a small possibility that I come out later on, but I don't know. I got to decide on it. Anyways, I'm going to watch the game. Appreciate you guys tuning in. See you on the next one.